Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I finally got my hands on a new foundation from Hourglass. I've actually never tried Hourglass cosmetics before. It's really expensive and I wasn't sure where to start. So today we're gonna be reviewing their brand new foundation, and it's Hourglass Illusion Luminous Glow Foundation with SPF 30. I decided to go with the shade number 10, so they go from 1 to I think 26, and it's light medium with neutral undertones. I'll be super honest with you, I had no idea what shade I should be purchasing. I don't have it at Ulta at this point, so I had to go strictly by the pictures that they have online, and I know already that I got a very dark color. I should have went with something lighter, but we're just gonna try to make it work. So let me go ahead and show you the foundation itself. By the way, it retails for 58 US dollars. I don't think I've ever purchased foundation that expensive before, so it better be fantastic. It better be magical. The packaging is super cute. I really love gold color, so this is totally my vibe. So it says that this is all-in-one formula, combine the benefits of broad spectrum SPF 30, advanced skincare, and high-performance foundation for an unbelievable glow that lasts all day. Let me swatch a little bit on my hand first. You'll see that the shade is completely wrong, but as I already mentioned, I had no clue what shade I should have got for myself. It's super creamy formula. You can see how luminous glowing it is. I personally really like luminous foundations, even though I'm almost 40 years old and I do have some fine lines and wrinkles, and I know that luminous foundations will accentuate your fine lines and wrinkles, but I have been noticing that if I do apply more of a medium matte foundations, those foundations are the ones who actually accentuate my fine lines and wrinkles and just giving my skin that heavy look. So I was very interested in trying this foundation. I want to see how it's going to be performing throughout the day. They do include skincare, they do include SPF, and that's what I look for in a lot of the makeup products. So if the makeup does include skincare and SPF, I really appreciate it and I really enjoy it. For me, I don't have to have a foundation that lasts 14-16 hours. I don't care. I'm okay doing a little bit of a retouch up throughout the day. As long as it's not looking completely horrible at the end of the day, I'm totally fine. A little bit about my skin. I do have aging skin. I do have fine lines and wrinkles. My T-zone gets a little oily, so I have a combo skin. On the winter time, it's a little more on the drier side. Before I start applying this foundation, I will tell you that I did apply some skincare products already on my face. I do it with all of my foundations, whether they do have skincare in them or not. I feel like they don't include that much skincare that you actually can skip it, but it's totally up to you. So what I'm gonna do now, I want to apply half of my face on camera right in here, right in front of you, and then I'm gonna show you some footage on the daylight as well. I feel like that actually gives you a true colors. It gives you a true understanding of how the foundation looks, the texture, the color, and everything else. So let's go ahead. As you can see on my hand, the shade is off, completely off. But if I put my hand to my face, I don't have anything on my face except the skincare. You can see that my hand and my face completely different shades, and my neck as well. So hopefully it'll look a little better on my face than it does on my hand. And I will be using a brush. That's what I prefer to do with all of my foundations. On the skin, it doesn't look too horrible, and hopefully I'll be able to blend it out. I do have a little bit of the sunspots and some age spots as well, and I prefer usually either neutral undertones or cool undertones. So this foundation has cool undertone. So I'm gonna use the brush to blend it out. Okay, it doesn't look as bad or as dark as I thought it will be. Because when I swatched it on my hand, oh my god, I was like, what in the world did I do? And I prefer a shade darker foundations instead of a shade lighter. I like to look bronzed and more of a sun-kissed even on the winter time. So sometimes I use a self-tanner. It actually feels pretty heavy on skin. It's lightweight, but I can feel it, and I don't know if it's the skincare in it. So far, it's blending really, really well. And I usually apply all of my foundations down my neck area. I don't like seeing that line definition right in the neck area. I want to get a little closer so I can show you my face without the foundation right in here. You can see a little bit of that redness through my skin. You can see some of the sunspots and age spots. And look at this side. This looks gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. That healthy, luminous skin, that radiance through the skin as well. I like the shade of it. This is not bad at all. Look at my hand. It looks super duper dark on my hand, but then on my face, it blended really well. You guys let me know what you think. For aging skin, I think this looks gorgeous. I don't like too much makeup. I don't like caking my makeup on my face. And they do claim that it doesn't crease and it doesn't get in your fine lines and wrinkles. So we'll be testing that out throughout the day. So far, I really love it. Is it worth $58? I don't know, not yet. I can't give you my opinion about it so far, but I want to be watching it throughout the day. So let me go ahead and apply this side, and we're gonna do it on a daylight. So here is the shade on the daylight. You can see how dark it is, but this is the side that I've already applied this foundation. It looks beautiful. I love it. This is very pretty. I do like the color of it as well. Okay, this is my face with the foundation, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on this side. You can see some of the redness around my nose, around this area right in here. Let's see what it's gonna do with my big ol' pimple right in here. The ultra creamy texture melts into skin to visibly smooth and diminish the appearance of imperfections for luminous, even toned complexion. Infused with advanced hydra soothing technology, this intensively moisturizing formula is clinically proven to visibly reduce fine lines and wrinkles, while broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen helps protect skin from sun damage and early signs of aging. Some features and benefits is the sun protection. They use SPF 30. It defends against early signs of aging and maintains a healthy looking complexion. Advanced skincare, visibly smooth, intensively moisturizes and hydrates skin, clinically proven to visibly reduce fine lines and wrinkles, and improve skin tone and texture. This is a high-performance makeup, lasts up to 12 hours, transfer and crease resistant, doesn't settle into fine lines, and doesn't oxidize throughout the day. Well, here is the foundation. You can still see that little spot on my chin. You can still see a little bit of my freckles and a little bit of those age spots. But overall, I think it looks gorgeous. Really, really pretty foundation. I love that luminosity. I love that glow to the skin a lot. This is my kind of foundations. I absolutely love the fact that they do include skincare and SPF in it as well. So far, it looks great. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of the makeup, and then I'm gonna be back with a couple of footages just to see how this foundation performing throughout the day. Here is a little bit of a footage directly on the sun. Here is my finished look for today. The foundation still looks really pretty. I love that luminosity and that glow. I think it looks so pretty, especially on the aging skin. For me, as long as it's not making me look like a Christmas ball, super shiny, I love the glow to the skin. I love that radiance, what I had when I was in my 20s, but now since I'm almost in my 40s, I just don't have that glow anymore. I'm gonna go ahead and come back in a couple of hours so I can show you guys how this foundation performing. So far, I really like it. I love the glow, I love the finish, I love the coverage of it. The only thing I don't like is the $58, but let's see how it's gonna be performing throughout the day. Here's my first check-in, and it's been about 5 hours since I've applied this foundation. I haven't done any touch-ups. It is super duper cold outside though, but what it did get a tiny bit oily on my T-zone. It didn't really crease much in my fine lines and wrinkles. Usually with all of the Luminous foundations, that's how it would look, or it would crease just a little more in my fine lines and wrinkles. As I already mentioned, I do get a little oily on my T-zone. I have a combination skin. Overall, I think it still looks very good. I like the finish of it. I like the way it's performing throughout the day. If you do live in a really warm climate and humid climate, I'm not sure if this foundation would work for you. But for me, it's wintertime in Utah, so it looks beautiful. I love it. I will do one more check-in couple hours from now so we can see at least 8 to 9 hours of wear. So go ahead and stay tuned. Here's my final check-in almost 9 hours later. I feel like it looks almost identical as it did a couple of hours ago at my 5-hour check-in. I'm gonna get just a tiny bit closer. It did crease a little bit in my fine lines, but overall, it looks really good. The T-zone didn't get any oilier whatsoever. I was kind of expecting it to be a little more oilier since it's more of that Radiance Illuminate foundation, but it's not. What I wanted to do actually, just squeeze a little bit of the foundation so I can show it to you. That's something that I have experienced throughout the day. But for such luminous foundation, it's pretty thick. It's very nice thick texture, and that's probably where the $58 comes in, because a lot of luminous foundations just look very runny, and this one is very nice and thick. I don't know if that's the fact of the skincare in it or not, but look at that. And I do feel it on my skin as well. Very nice. It did cover up all of my fine lines and wrinkles. It did cover up all of the imperfections on the skin. And I don't know if I just rubbed it off of this pimple area, but overall it looks great. Would I pay another $58 for this foundation? Probably not. It's just the price. I absolutely love this overall experience with this foundation, but it's very pricey. Could I purchase a drugstore foundation that will perform as well? Probably, but you are paying for the brand and it is a great foundation. You guys have to let me know. What do you think? Did you like this foundation? Would you try it? Would you pay $58 for it or not? So far, I'm really enjoying this foundation. I really like the glow and luminosity. It is $58. The shade range is horrible, to say the least. There's just not enough shades, and especially not in between shades. It's such a huge company. The price is $58. You would assume that the shade range should be quite larger, but it is what it is. I'm really happy that I was able to choose the shade that actually works for my skin tone right now, and I feel like on the summertime it would look even better, so I might keep this foundation for the summertime. I will see. At $58, I want to keep this foundation for as long as possible because I do really like the overall look. This is my kind of foundations. I've already mentioned I'm aging, I'm getting older, and I want my skin to look young and beautiful and radiant, and I don't want to accentuate any of my fine lines and wrinkles, and so far this foundation not doing that. That's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for my weekly videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.